Hi all! In this tutorial I will show you how to achieve this 2D look in your 3D scene in Blender with a flat color and the outline for the character. First, I go to Render Properties. I work with Eevee, we scroll down to the Color Management and choose Standard View. Then, in the World Properties, I set white as my world color with a strength of 1. And this is exactly how it will look in render. You can find more tips about Blender scene setup in this tutorial. I will leave the link below. All we need to get a flat color with no shading is the Emission Shader. Select your object and in Material Properties create a new material and switch the default principled BSDF to Emission. Now let's create this black outline. With Shift-A I add a cube and press Shift-D to create a copy. Let's select Cube A and press Ctrl+3 or go to the Modifier Properties, press Add Modifier and choose Subdivision. The hotkey is just a shortcut. Without it, you have to adjust the level of subdivision manually. Select Simple to make our cube look like a cube again. If I press Apply and go to the Edit mode, we can see that Cube A has more vertices than Cube B. You'll see why this is important in just a minute. Go back to the Object mode. Select Cube A again and let's go to Material Properties. Press New, choose Emission. Now press this little plus button to add another material. Choose Emission again, only this time scroll down to the Settings and enable Backface Culling for the camera. Let's go back to the Modifier Properties and add Solidify Modifier. Go to Normals, check Flip. And in Materials, set the Material Offset to 1. And now scroll up and add some thickness to your outline. To make it look a bit uneven, let's add a Displace Modifier. Set the strength to 0.05 and press New. Now press on this little button on the right that says Show Texture in Texture tab, or just click on this icon in the bottom of the list to go to Texture Properties. In the type, choose Clouds and play with the size of the texture. Now let's try all this with Cube B, which didn't get the subdivision. Select Cube B, then Cube A, press Ctrl+L and choose Link Materials. And then one more time, Ctrl+L, copy modifiers. See how different the outline looks even though the modifier settings are the same? And if I try to change the strength in the Displace Modifier, you can see that there are simply not enough vertices to displace on Cube B. To fix that, select Cube B, press Ctrl+3. Choose Simple and drag this modifier to the top of the list. You don't need to apply it. I applied it to Cube A just to demonstrate this outline difference to you. So even if you model a very simple character like my Bob, make sure to give him some subdivision to add some life to the outline. By the way, even though those are separate objects and you can adjust their modifier settings independently from one another, they share the same cloud texture. That's why it says 2 over here. If you change its size, you can see that it affects both objects. So, if you want to adjust the cloud texture for each object independently, you need to click on 2 or on this New Texture button to create its copy. And now, when I change the size of this texture 0.001, it doesn't affect the default texture. And that's it! Check out other tutorials on my channel and more will come soon. Bye!